Twitter has received yet another major blow. The social media giant has been entangled in legal disputes for months with the world's richest man, Elon Musk. But this time, Twitter has faced a shock from within. The company's former head of security, Peiter Zatko, has blown the whistle on the social media platform, accusing them of negligence over cybersecurity policies.
It's really suffering from some reputational damage at the moment, and it's going to be really difficult for it to come back from all of this, and considering all the other reputational damage that Musk has done to the platform over the past couple of months as well.
Zatko, better known as Mudge, has issued a scathing report that is around 200 pages long. His disclosure was sent to a number of U.S. government agencies, including the Securities and Exchange Commission, the Federal Trade Commission, and the Department of Justice. His report emphasized that Twitter has a culture of what he called willful ignorance on pressing cybersecurity issues. Amongst the alarming complaints Zatko alleged were claims Twitter never complied with FTC regulations from 2010. Those regulations demanded the company improve storage of sensitive data and security measures to prevent breaches.
One of the elements of the disclosure is after he was fired, he was asked to produce a report for the board of directors about some of these issues, which he did without pay, without access to any of his systems because he'd already been fired.
And the whistleblower report ties into ongoing proceedings involving Elon Musk. The billionaire entrepreneur offered to buy the social media platform for a hefty $44 billion back in April. The tech titan later filed to back out of the agreement, citing false and misleading representations. He accused Twitter of refusing to submit information relating to the prevalence of fake, or otherwise known as bot accounts.
While Musk has repeatedly complained about the number of bots on the platform, he really hasn't been able to provide any evidence outside of his own experience, and now he can use these allegations really to bolster his argument.
Musk's defense has called on Zatko to testify against Twitter. Many believe this will give the Tesla CEO the evidence needed to win his suit and back out of the deal, but how this plays out will become clear in the coming weeks. Malik Fuda, TRT World.
For more on this, we spoke to Wedbush Securities Managing Director Daniel Ives. He has more on why this changes the trajectory of the legal battle between Elon Musk and Twitter.
Look, we believe in terms of the Twitter whistleblower, it's a concerning development, especially around the security issues. I think that's the broader concern, is that this could cascade into something much bigger, especially going into this Twitter versus Musk court battle. I do believe it gives Musk something to stand on, in terms of going into court. I think Twitter's had a strong case, and this definitely raises the stakes in what's going to be a high-stakes game of poker. Well, and there's two separate issues. On the security front, this is going to get a lot more scrutiny within the Beltway. I think regulators are going to be focused on this because, it's a Pandora's box when it comes to security. And Zatko has strong credibility within the cybersecurity community. This is not just anyone making the claims. I think legally speaking, in terms of the bot issue, it opens a little window. I do believe Twitter's gone in with a strong upper hand, but I think this does potentially change the calculus. And I think when it's all said and done, this actually could bring Twitter to the negotiation table with Musk to try to hammer out a deal before the court case begins. I think it helps Musk because of the bot issue. I think it gives him a window that where, if you look, the big issue has been, legally speaking, Twitter was sort of, I'd almost say, containing any sort of bot issues that would come up in the court in Delaware. I think this actually changes the situation. I think you saw from some of the rulings this week that bot issue and some of the data is now going to be further analyzed. And that's really been Musk's claim. And I still think legally Twitter, likely wins, and it could be either a large settlement, but it's our view that still ends up owning Twitter, but we believe at a renegotiated price, probably likely in the $50, $51 range. So I ultimately think that this could bring both sides to the table in terms of this situation, because ultimately Musk now and his legal team are really going to open up this, what could be a Pandora's box in terms of the claims.